We are just days away from the anniversary of the deadly Holiday Inn fire in Greece. News 8 opens up our archives with a look back at the fire and an update on the investigation. At 2:30 in the morning on November 26, 1978, fire broke out at the Holiday Inn on Ridge Road in Greece. Hundreds of people were inside. By the time this fast-moving fire was put out, 10 people were dead and the building was destroyed. Terrified guests told News 8 they barely had time to escape.
We smashed the window and get out.
Today, the scene of the fire is replaced by a restaurant, and the search for answers has never really ended. Nevertheless, News 8 has learned this case will likely never be prosecuted.
I never want to say a case is dead, but, there's nothing that we're going to do with it going forward.
In 2011, Greece police reopened their investigation, which included allegations of arson and one suspect. In 2015, the case was forwarded to the Monroe County DA's office, only to be put to rest a year later.
We weren't able to really narrow it down and determine, one potential suspect. So that was another hurdle. So we really didn't have a firm ID of who we would even pursue in a grand jury proceeding. And then on the other hand, we weren't even comfortable with the fact of whether or not we really have an arson.
We're disappointed by that decision, a little bit frustrated, but the case remains very much open.
Firefighters say this inferno started beneath a stairwell used for storage. Not long after the fire, an expert from New York City was brought in to help with the investigation and determined the fire was intentionally set. But that expert has since passed away, and according to prosecutors, much of the forensic science is outdated. The Greece police chief wouldn't comment on the evidence they gave to prosecutors, but he's not wavering. According to him, this fire was an arson, and the 10 deaths were all murders.
It's an open case, it's assigned to investigators, and it's being worked.
You never say never.
Was it arson or a tragic accident? For now, the Holiday Inn fire in Greece remains a mystery, one of the worst hotel fires in U.S. history. Greece Police Chief Phelan would not say who their suspect is, but when the case was reopened, Bud Phillips was reported to be a target of the investigation. Phillips retired from his job as Greece Ridge Fire Chief earlier this year. In 1978, he was a fire lieutenant, and on the night of the fire, he was off duty and driving by when he noticed flames coming from the back of the hotel. He has always denied involvement in the fire.